So last week we talked about personal data. Personal data is also known as the data that can identify you or give stranger access to who you are. Like they're gonna have the idea of who you truly are. It is not the right picture, or it is not the full picture, but it is just the idea. Imagine a puzzle scattered in a puzzle, like we said, scattered on the table. There's no form, there's no picture. You have to put it together, put the pieces together to form the picture, right? That is data right there. They have the idea. They have the idea of who you are, but they don't really know who you are until the data has been put together. That's when we know who you truly are. And last week we talked about classes of data. So we have the public data, the private data or internal data, restricted and confidential data. So public data are the data that are found on the internet, on Instagram. It is made for the public consumption. It has a very minimal impact to the organization or to you. So it is considered as public data. Private data are the data that are meant for internal consumption. Like it is, let's say you want to invite people to your party, then you're giving them invites or invitation only party. That is what we call private data. It is meant for internal consumption. Sometimes some of this information would eventually be shared with the public, but it has to be discussed internally first. We're talking about confidential data. Confidential data, that's data that needs strict access. They are not meant for the public. In fact, inside the company, it is not meant for some certain set of people. These are the information that are restricted even within the internal use. It is still restricted. Data in an organizational settings involve trade secrets, business record, financial records, employee records, source code or software documentation. These are called confidential data. And if the data could identify you or cause financial loss, give your competitors a fair advantage, or cause a reputational damage, acquisition plans, merging plans, is definitely a confidential data. It is not meant for public consumption. Now imagine that you're going to a party. You cannot wear a bikini to a corporate one. You have different clothes for different occasions. You can't wear a bikini to a corporate meeting. You can mean by that's exactly what we're talking about when we're talking about classes of data. Now let's talk about restricted data. Confidential data is sensitive. It must be protected. But restricted data is critical, and access is only given to a very tiny group within an organization with maximum security. Imagine this data within an organization as authentication tokens, encryption keys, secrets, trade secrets or key secrets, admins or root password, even incident response reports. They are meant to be restricted. So they are not available to everybody within an organization. Remember, each time a security incident or a security or disruption has happened, or a malicious incident has happened, it first targeted each classification of data. A cyber threat is any incident that has the ability or the potential to steal, to damage, and disrupt a digital system from functioning, providing service, or disrupting the availability of information of the system. Common examples of cyber threats are phishing, malware, insider threats, social engineering, denial of service. If you want to know more, we are welcoming you to Cyberbloom. Join the community so we can rub minds and talk about these things and talk about any imagined threat. Together, we learn together, we grow together. Thank you. And for every cyber starter, always remember that data is what you protect, and cyber threat is what you protect your data from. To match this information with these classes of data, please submit your assignment and let us talk about it. If you're not clear, if you don't understand what I'm saying, please reach out to me, send an email, and let's talk. Please, if you like this video, like and share with your friends, and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you next week. Talk to you soon. Bye.